These aren't even connected to anything. I'm back. I know it's been a minute, but we're here. I'm back and I'm talking about my new short film You're Not Alone, which is out right now. You can watch it. I'm recording this on Halloween and it's being uploaded 1 hour from now. So, it's 7:30 right now. 8:30. It's going up. So I don't know why I'm telling you this, because it's going to be out by the time you watch this. So go watch it. No, really though, I made a short film and I appreciate it if you would check it out. It's the link in the description, and you could just click anywhere in the video and you'll probably find it. I realized something. My account is kind of like film-ish, film adjacent, I guess. I talk a lot about like superhero films, and I try to do like film stuff whenever I can, but I've never really talked about the films I've made or just filmmaking in general. I thought this might be like a good time to really put it all into one video, just to see if people like this kind of thing. So yeah, I'm gonna talk about my experience making this short film, which was, in my opinion, kind of different to all my other short films. So if you're a real friend and you've seen all my other short films, you would know that they don't seem like they take that much thought. They're kind of like dumb little stupid ideas that I filmed and then edited and put together. And this short film isn't any different, but the production process for those other short films and this one are way different. Whereas with those other short films, it might have taken about a week, 2 weeks to really put together. This short film took about 7 or 8 months to finally get put out, and it's being put out tonight. So let's start from the beginning. You're Not Alone was written on the 31st of March. It was written while I was in quarantine, so I really had nothing to do. So I decided I'd write another short film. I kind of didn't know if I was going to make anything, and around April is when I started filming some of it, and I'll show you some of the footage from it now. This is ungraded, obviously, and it's kind of more raw and different from what the final product looks like. This is kind of what my first attempt looked like, and I have to mention, I've never gone through this process before, where I film something, realize it's kind of shit, and then have to go back and film it again. I've kind of always just used whatever I had and then kind of tweaked it a little bit to make it look nice and then just put it out. But this, I kind of knew wasn't really that good. So I put it to the side for a bit and kind of contemplated whether it was really worth the effort to go through to make it look good. I kind of came to the conclusion that I wasn't gonna half-ass the film. I wanted it to be better, and I wanted to try new things that I hadn't tried in my other short films. It's something I really like to do, is kind of try new things. If you go back to my first short film, it's black and white short film. There's no sound. It's kind of done in this old-timey silent film era kind of feel. Then a few short films later, there's sound, there's color, but it's kind of more Academy aspect ratio. I like doing different things. I like trying new visual effects, and I like trying new visual styles. I like working with different people. So I took that into account, and I felt like I kind of had to do something different and something better for this new one. I realized all my other stuff had been kind of a little bit avant-garde, or a little bit made no fucking sense, but I mean, that's all of my short films. So I purposely chose to have sort of limited lighting, have it be more dramatic lighting, have pay close attention to the sound in this one. And through that, I realized I had to do all of my own Foley work, all of my own sound editing, sound design. And doing sound design is so much more fun than I realized, because in Logic Pro X, which I was using for my sound design and score, I was able to kind of piece two sounds together to create something new. I was able to take the sound of a spoon tapping a sort of a wine glass to create that kind of long kind of pneumatic sound effect, the long kind of tinging, ringing noise that you hear. But I think I did well on that front. It's definitely the best sounding film that I've made so far. I also want to talk about the kind of life of the production of this short film, because it's easily the longest I've ever spent making a film. I think in total, when you count it up to the release date, it's been I cannot believe I'm all right. April, May, June, 7 months. 7 months. For proper movies, that's like amazing timing, but for a short film, in my experience, is super long. One thing in particular that it taught me was not to disregard anything. Usually, when I make a short film, I shoot what I need, and then that's kind of the filming stage done. Because I took so long on making this film, it wasn't a stuck process of, all right, I've shot everything, now let's move on to the sound, now let's move on to the score, now let's move on to VFX, now let's move on to color grading, whatever. It was more kind of doing whatever I wanted to. I know that sounds like not very exciting, but it was kind of the case. I would shoot footage regardless of whether it was good. I would grade it and then put it in and kind of assemble a little cut together, and then I would throw it into Logic Pro and kind of line it up with the score, and then I'd just see how it looked, and eventually I'd start adding in shots that I couldn't get earlier, VFX shots, stuff like that, to kind of make the film feel more full. And I think that kind of taught me that the film's production isn't really ever over until like you actually are satisfied with everything that you have in the film. Because in this film, there are shots from April of 2021 as well as shots from late August of 2021, all kind of melded together to make it seem like it was filmed in the same night. And I think with the help of color grading and sound design, I kind of pulled that off. But I will be honest, there was a point in production where I kind of thought like, why the fuck am I doing this? You know? Every film gives you that feeling in the production stage, mostly in the post-production stage, but every film kind of makes you feel that way at some point, where you feel like this is pointless, nobody's gonna watch this, I don't know why I'm making this. I was kind of sitting there, and at this point, I'd filmed about 70% of the film. And that weekend, I was gonna shoot kind of the big action set piece, for me, action set piece there was, and it was this falling down shot of me. It's at the end of the film. I don't want to spoil it. If you should have watched it by now. This video's been going on for fucking 10 minutes. Like, you should have seen it by now. But at the end, there's a shot where I fall down onto the road, and then it match cuts to me falling down in the bathroom. So I realized I would have to get at least one person, preferably two, to help me with this shot. And so for the first time in over a year, I had people helping me film stuff, and I kind of forgot how annoying but fun and ultimately rewarding it is to work with people on set. And I know a lot of people who go to film school can probably relate. You know, this was late at night. This was like probably around 10 or 11, which was late for them because they had to go home. But because you're kind of trapped together making this short film and trying to get this take right, make this weird bond where there's this memory that only the three of you will have of this night. Even if it took us fucking 25 takes of me falling down on that mattress to get the perfect one that we used in the final film, it was still such a fun experience to work with people. I had to make my friend sit down on the bathroom floor while I fell into my tub and actually broke it, by the way. That's the take that's in the film of me breaking my tub.
What happened to my bathtub? Bro, all I did was stand here and sit down, and it cracked because my ass is so
But yeah, that's what I feel like kind of saved it in the end for me, was realizing that like at the end of the day, it's just a short film. Like it's just a short film, and yes, I want to put effort into it, and I want to make it look good, and I want to make it sound good, and I want people to enjoy it, but I also want to have fun making it. I definitely didn't intend to spend 6-7 months on this. I'm kind of glad I did, because now I've experienced so many more feelings that a lot of other filmmakers face, and I also know now that feeling of post-production depression kind of never goes away. And knowing that it never goes away is weirdly comforting, because now whenever I feel that feeling, I can be like, shit, if I just get through this, it'll be over and I'll be free. Because now that I'm fully familiar with that feeling and that range of emotions, I can kind of say, all right, I know I'm feeling this right now, but it'll pass, you know? Like by the time I actually get down to putting the film out or finish production even, it'll pass. Like eventually it will go away and the film will be out and people will have their say on it, whether they like it or not. It's gone. It's like it's not really something you have to worry about after the movie's out. But anyway, thank you for watching this video. I have a big depression beard in the film, and I kind of look the same, weirdly. Even though I shaved right after making that, I kind of just reverted back to what I look like in the film. So just for you, lucky whoever you right there, you're watching the video right now. Thank you for sticking around, and just for you, special treat. I don't know why this would be a treat for you, but I'm gonna shave my beard, and I'm gonna look like Keanu Reeves when he shaved his beard, but obviously less attractive. But that's all I have to say for now. Thank you so much for watching, and bye-bye. I'm gonna have to shave off the mustache. It's coming back. November. Let's do it. This looks weird. No. This is so weird, but good weird, I guess. All right. Have a good day.